Butorfly's pat towards feel it, the air section. Towards this and that. There are 4 ways to experience truth, God, and who you are. Few people know what truth is, and today, truth seems diluted, I would say. Kind of like water. And you could even say mentally diluted. Most may believe there is one path, or worse, to believe there is no paths to truth, which is shared with all. We call this God, and in time you may realize this is only a higher reality people speak of. This is the higher road that is told for us to take. I hope this air section will show you what is right in front of you, show you 4 paths, and ultimately show you the path without one step. Life seems to be in the pursuit of truth. Some may say it's a pursuit of God. Some may even say it is the journey of self-discovery that leads to truth, that God resides within. This experience in time is our proof of our Creator within creation. Only then can one know. Before one knows, the lower truth is that we deny, which leads to doubt and the source of all of our suffering, simply due to compulsive beliefs. Belief is a compulsion that must be taken offline by you, to look at what's under the hood, to measure twice and cut once. To know compulsion leads us to mistakes. As time progresses, if we do not have a firm foundation knowing how to discern, deciding for all, and to be independent, we raise another family to be just like that. That is our past. This is our now. We must humble ourselves to learn things that help us to not react, that helps us to understand. Belief is not knowing, to help us understand how we are all one. To understand this independently, the greater lesson in life may be found on your journey to discover who you are. Then you may realize the greater truth you share with us. For right now, what we share is that. And it is written, we will eventually be this. Even if you don't get it in this lifetime, there will be a generation of this is us, only because we learn to accept and know that was us too. Choice is the moral of the story. Karma or dharma. Choice. Fact, if you look at our history, megalithic structures, religions, and simply knowledge over time, you'll see the fact that we are losing knowledge over time. Construction can show you this easily. Look at the Egyptian pyramids and know that the older the pyramid is, the more structurally sound it is in engineering. What does this tell you? Think like a 5th grader and familial. To me, this simply means that our great uncle's knowledge, who knew how to build that, can help us engineer this, as sound as that. And we believe we are advancing. In truth, we are creating more ways, more fractions, and more beliefs of why. The ultimate answer for our why is because we don't know. Please know that is written. And it's still on our planet to know what this is. And maybe in time we can put the big picture together to compare this with that and reverse engineer us. Truth is getting diluted, and there are fractions of truth all over. We have Hollywood that shows us futures and parallel realities of societies that are fraction. What if we are the actual movie and you are the main character? We are in the middle of dividing from the whole truth. Choice for all is how. Choice for us is how. What if I were to tell you that all of this is written down in many books, and to know the bigger picture, it takes time, no belief, and an insatiable desire to know truth, even if it means your beliefs are wrong? I will highlight ancient prophecies you know, with some you do not know, that will connect this ancient knowledge to books that may be older than any culture or religion on this planet. In fact, I may be bold enough to say that the Hindu culture is the birthing place of all religions, and we should know them as our great-grandparents. This is our elders in the tree of time, knowledge, and beliefs. They hold the bigger picture and see life from a greater perspective that includes all. I also heard that India never declared war on another country their entire existence. I'm learning on the news today that they are retaliating. Things are changing. The reason for this strength for them is found in their collective us, of this and not necessarily that. For that helps us understand this. Our great-grandparents learned from that, which is why they share this with all. In the East, they know karma is action, and choice of karma they show, for that is why they feel this. The buck stops here for our great-grandparents. Our great-grandparents know there is no division. The karma of division from the whole is how our foundation crumbles over time. Basically, with love and knowledge, we gain choices and a beautiful life. What we are sharing in karma, our action, can be learned from and not repeated. Without choice, otherwise known as compulsion, we are naturally karma, which is the action of the past, which means you will build a house as your father showed you. The only way that changes for you is if you read your great-great-grandfather's blueprints on your own, which you are alive and can, but you need to go on this journey. The prophecies I am writing about is to shine a little truth on words which can help you determine what these words mean. For hearing prophecy of this and not knowing that, we may keep dividing ourselves from the truth. My interpretation of life, God, and the concepts of proof academically is found deep in many stories. Basically, God loves us, and life is about leaving and returning to God/truth. It is not bad, but if we are exporting our bad to hell and exporting our happiness to heaven, we may have bigger problems in the now. Our experience is inward, and we only can feel our minds and the now. Most believe this experience is truth, but you are truth, and your truth is split between this and that. Enlightenment simply means you know this and that, and ultimately know truth is this for us. This becomes more illumined to see more and to know we are all one. This is our family, and it takes a village to raise a child. Please try to go back to 5th grade on this and see this as many marriages and divorces over time. Knowing we are one big family, you may go spend some time with our elders while they are still here. That in the East was written, and this is from those writings. Our great-grandparents believe in heaven and hell and karma and dharma and have stories they have heard as children. These stories are of many, and the essence is shown in different lights. This helps us see the entire whole. From bad comes good, from good comes bad. But the law of karma is to repeat until we realize a greater truth, which is known as dharma. In fact, our great-grandparents' history, our history, starts when things were harmonious. We were given 4 paths by Krishna, and soon after there became 1,000 paths. Then God reincarnated to correct our karma with dharma, God's truth. I believe our religion reflects 3 of the 4 paths. 1 of the 4 seems lost, but it is not. What is a trip? This is saying our history and the stories we know are actually prophecies playing out in time. Proof that God came, will come, and is here now. Go inward, my friend. The underlying knowledge is that truth always is, and there is a bigger picture which we are powerless to change, such as the laws of physics and the laws of karma. Mistakes, which is aka karma, leads us to more mistakes, karma, until we realize the greater truth, which is dharma. This greater truth eventually is found within. This is known as God's action, dharma. This literally happens only if you dedicate yourself to experience truth, which is the now. It happens for us inside, but life also is the real medium, which God returns to give us knowledge. We just need to know not one man can hold all of God's qualities. The men we know on these paths that we may know as God are speakers of God that is found within all, collectively. These men are your brothers over time. Proof that we are one big family and God is our Father. There's a deeper meaning of this metaphor. There has never been any division from you or God other than what you believe. Non-duality shows us this over time. You could believe me, right? But I hope you don't. Or you could check out my data that I'm sharing. Go on YouTube, which I hope you will. And in time, you may realize there is a bigger picture of us, which shows all religions are true. But not one religion can be the truth. This means in our quantum of realities and choices, we all will discover truth at different times. But over time, more and more people will know these 4 paths to realize God, our truth. Ironically, you do not need religion, but it helps. I also feel that whatever helps can also hurt you. This dependency can feel secure, or it can make us feel insecure at times. This is because belief can be rocked easily. However, knowledge never leaves us. When you have a panic attack, you know one problem plus another problem means you have 2 problems. You know the math. Belief makes you feel like you must choose between these 2 problems. What if choice comes first when we learn to not choose? Only then we can learn to choose for all. Karma can be transcended in this lifetime, my friend, by you. You may need to wait generations for another incarnation of God. Until then, He is found within you, then realized all around. I hope this helps you see Jesus. And once you see the Vedas, you may say, Viva Las Vedas.